Hello, this video is about scaling drawing or drawings in AutoCAD. Now we have opened here a new drawing. So let's make a drawing, just a little one. Very little. Okay, so before that, just to let you know, there are a lot of ways on how to there are several ways on how to scale drawings here on AutoCAD. There are some who are just printing here in the model. Now what they did is that it's just like they are doing a manual scaling, where let's say for example this one, let's say for example this 3 here is in centimeters. Now if they scale it to 1:2, then of course they will reduce it into half. Now of course this 3 will become 1.5, and that's what they will draw here in the model. So they will draw, or they will make a line 1.5, or make the rectangle 1.5 by 1, because this is 2. Now this is the 1:2 scale of this rectangle here. Okay, so that's it. And then but that's not a good thing to do, because as you can see, if I will add dimensions in here, the dimensions will become different from this one, because this is the 1:1. So the dimension in this drawing should be the dimension in this drawing too, right? So it's just the drawing that reduces, not the dimension text or the measurement. Now some does this trick. They edit the text, say 2, or depends upon the decimal point, let's say 2 decimal point. So also this one 3.00. so this one is a bad drawing or scaling technique. Okay, so there are some, let's say for example this one. Di na lang ako makukuha na ninyo, basta just giving you an idea on how some people do their scaling here in AutoCAD. Now what I did is not the proper way of doing that. There are a lot of ways, and that way is not a very convenient way. Now as you can see, I am here in the model, so maybe I will just go directly to how we scale in the standard template that we are using, because of course that's the thing that you need to do, right? So maybe if there's still a time, I want this video to be um, shorter as much as possible. So let's go to let's open a template. So this is our template. Open. Okay, so here it is. You can turn it on or off, it's up to you. Then I'll just delete the viewport. Now I will make a new viewport here. Okay, so as you can see, it directly fit to the viewport. Now I believe you already know what's the purpose of this viewport, so I will not discuss it anymore. So now we do the scaling. So before I believe if you have done your previous activities, you already know how to scale, right? So let's say for example this one, just select the scale that you want here. So this is already in 1:1 centimeter scale. Now I also have explained this one, but I will explain it again. So as you can see here in the plot properties or plot settings, as you can see here in the plot scale, it is in custom, and here the unit is in millimeter, because of course we are using centimeter. We should align it to the settings, because here in the settings there are only two options, inches and millimeter. Now because we are using the centimeter, we should use pwede naman good. It is also it could be that you can use the inches, but it is better if you will use, or if we will use the millimeters, because it is the centimeters is a metric system. So it is better to use the metric system gihapon in the settings. Now as you can see here in the unit, it is 0.1. Okay, so that means that 1 millimeter is to 1 or 0.1 unit. Okay, so 0.1 unit, meaning this is in millimeter. Okay, because this is in millimeter, because we input 0.1 here, or 0.1, our paper space, this one, the layout or the paper space that we are using is converted into centimeters. As you can see, if we will dimension, or if I will add dimension to this, as you can see, 21.59, and that is the measurement in centimeters for the long bond paper. Also this horizontal part, 33.02. Now because this is already in centimeters, it is very easy for us to add or to do the scaling, because we will just select it here in the scale menu, right? So if 1:2, that will happen, and then if 2:1. Okay, so also here in the, going back here in the menu of scale, we can add custom scale. Let's say for example, as you can see, there is no 1:3. Now we can add custom scale for that. Add, and then the name of the scale that we want, 1:3. And then as you can see here, the paper units and the drawing units are editable. Now what we are going to do is 1:1. As you can see, this is 1:1. Now just replace this. This is in centimeters, okay? So just replace this one into 3. And then okay. And then okay. Now we already have a 1:3 scale. Now going back to the custom, as you can see, the default 1:1. As you can see, the paper unit is 1 equals 1 paper unit is equals to 1 drawing unit. Now the 1:2, this is also a default. 1 paper unit is equals to 2 paper unit. Oh, that's what I said. So 1 paper unit is equals to 2 drawing units. Okay. So what we did here is 1:3. 1 paper unit is equals to 3 drawing units. Now let's apply the 1:3 scale into this viewport. 1:3. So that's the scale of 1:3. Now how are we going to check if that the scale that we did is correct? Just make a line out of this drawing and then put it outside, because if we do it here, I will do it there. Okay, I will do the dimensioning here. As you can see, it will still become 3 even though it is in 1:2 scale, because if we do it on the viewport, that's what will happen. Okay, now if we will do it outside the eye, that becomes 1. Now 1:3, this is 3, therefore this is correct. 1 centimeter, right? So what we did is correct. Now as you can see, I have deleted the dimension that I have made, because this dimension is not in the model. It is in the viewport only. Okay, there are some who does their dimensioning in viewport, but yes, in some instances I also do that, but based on my experience, it is not the most, or it is not a convenient way in dimensioning. So I will maybe I will just explain why it is not a convenient thing. So let's say for example, this one, I will dimension this. Sorry, well, add dimension to this part here. Oops, as you can see, this is what I am, this is also what I want to inform you. Now as you can see, this is in 0.6667. so because the scale 2, if we divide it into 3 in 1:3 scale, so let's say for example this one, 2 divided by 3, that is 0.6666. so round off 0.6667. so as you can see, it is different. The what happened here is different. Here is different from what happened here, because as you can see, I have made a line. So this line is what was dimensioned when I did the dimensioning. But if I delete that one, I will again do the dimension. It will become, oops, there's something. Okay. So there are some instances that this could happen. So that's why it is not convenient. This is one of the reason why I don't want you to do the dimensioning here in model, because there are times that this happens. Now let's say for example, if I delete this one, I will delete this one and then add again the dimension. So you can see 3 gyapon siya. And then if I do it here, So that happens. Now there are some times, let's say for example, I will copy this one and then go to the layout. Oops, sorry. You can lock this viewport so that the scale will not be changed. So we'll just delete this. So as you can see, if I do it here, so this happens, the same thing that happened here when I dimensioned this horizontal part here. Okay, so nagi mga inanang instances, so I don't want you to do it. Another thing is that if we move our drawing, so for example, oops, this is locked, so let's unlock it. Okay, so this happens. So the dimension that we have made was damaged. And also if we do another scaling, let's go back, okay, and then let's do let's apply another scale. So this can happen. Okay, so I don't want this is that's why this is not that convenient, because let's say for example we delete this viewport, so and then we made another one again in 1:2. Say okay, go back to layout, model, layout. Now 1:2. So what we are going to do is we need to put these dimensions here again, so that would took a while, that will take a while rather, so it is a hassle. So that's why I want you to do the dimensioning here in the model, but there are things that you need to do in order to make your dimensions correct. Okay, so that's how you do the scaling. Now what if, for example, this drawing we scale it into inches. So let's say this is 3 inches and then this is 2 inches. Okay, so we need to make a custom scale for this. So just double click it in the viewport, make a custom scale, add, so 1, let's say 1:2 or 1:1 maybe. 1:1, okay ba? Pwede ra, 1:1 lang. Inches. Now what we're going to do, as you can see here, 1:1, but this 1:1 is in centimeters. Now what you are going to do is to convert inches, to convert the centimeter into inches. Now let's find a converter, inches into centimeter. So 1 inch is equals to 2.54 centimeter. Now because 2.54, this is inch, so we make this 2.54. so this will be retained to 1 because this is already in centimeter na kani. Sorry, in millimeter, in inches. So this one. So just click OK and then OK, and then let's try to apply that one. So you can see it become bigger. Now let's measure this one. So I'll make a line, put it outside, and then show the dimension 7.62. Now that is 7.62 centimeter, because as what I've said earlier, this is in centimeter, right? This paper, or this paper space here is in centimeter. Now let's convert 7.62 centimeter, 7.62. As you can see, it's 3 inch, right? So this one is correct in scale. Now what if we make this one 1:2 inches? Go to custom and then add 1:2 inches, sorry, 1:2 inches, and then 2.54. This one we will change it into 2. Okay, and then okay, apply the newly made scale 1:2. So let's check if this is right. Put it outside the DLI 3.81. Let's check if that is correct. 3.81, 1.5. So 1:2, 3 centimeter, 3 inches will become 1.5 if we scale it into if we scale it to 1:2. So this is in centimeters, right? So this is correct. This is already this line is already in 1.5 inches or 1.5 inches. Okay, so that's how you do the scaling. If the unit the unit of the scale that you want is not the same to the scale in your paper space. Okay, so that's also what the drafting students did in their how to say this, in their template or in their drawing template, because this is modified by me. This is special only to our subject. Okay, so special for those students who are under me. So you are special kids. So kidding aside, now as you can see here, if we changes the scale, say 1:1, and then we want this drawing to become 1:2, or let's say for example sorry, now let's say for example we have 2 viewports. This one here is in 1:1 and the other one is, let me just copy this, this is 2:1. Now this is in centimeter, okay, because this is not a custom scale. Now as you can see, the text here in the 2:1 became bigger together with the drawing, right? So as you can see, this is smaller. Now we don't want that to happen because we have a standard regarding the text size. Also the arrows, also the spacing of the dimensions, we have a standard for that. Now what you are going to do is to make your dimension annotative. Now you can select these dimensions that you have made and then go to miscellaneous or misc in the properties and then select yes to the annotative. Now as you can see, there is an annotative scale that appeared when we change it to yes. As you can see also, if we hover the cursor in the dimension that we have changed into annotative, there is a symbol of annotation or annotative object on the upper right corner of the cursor. As you can see, if I hover it out of the dimension, it disappears. So that means this object is in annotative. Okay, you can also make the text annotative. Let's say, for example, you have text here. Let's say again, this one. You can also make this annotative. Yes. Now, you can also, if you remember the dimension, in making a dimension, in dimensioning, I have discussed how to make the dimensions, right? So enter, and then just choose the standard, and then new, it will copy the standard, and you can rename it to whatever you want the name of your new dimension style. But here, when you do a lot of scaling in your drawing, not only one scale, we just make the base for our, or copy or base for our dimension style, the annotative. So instead of selecting the standard, select the annotative. So this is the symbol of the annotative, this blue one, and then new, as you can see, copy of annotative, and also start with annotative. So also do not forget to check this box. Okay, then continue, and then just close this one, and then set current, close. And then if you will add dimension to your drawings, this will prompt, you are creating annotative object, set the annotation scale to the scale at which annotation is displayed. So this is, as you can see here, the model is 1:1. Don't change that, just retain on that, that scale, leave it that way, and then okay. So if I dimension this one, this is already in annotative dimension, so we haven't changed the settings to our annotative copy of annotative, or the dimension style that we have made. Okay, so we can change that one to suit in our needs or in our preference. Now let's say, for example, mauna ni. So let's say, for example, to this drawing, as you can see, as you can see, this is 1:1, right? Now here, this rectangle here, ako lang i-delete ang sub to, so that it will not be confusing. So I only have one drawing. So this drawing here is the same as this one, this rectangle. But as you can see, there are no dimensions that appeared in this layout or this drawing. That is because we turn off this show annotation object. So in order to see the dimensions in this drawing, or in this view, or in this viewport, we just turn it on. As you can see, it is still bigger. Now why is that so? Because we have not yet applied the dimension scale that we want to set in this drawing. So as you can see, this is 2:1, right? Now we can do it here. Select this. So as you can see, parehara na sila. We can select this, or you can do it in the model. Now after selecting this one, and select na lang po na ako ni, or maybe dili na sa kanila sa usa to show you the difference. Now as you can see, this annotative scale, click this one, and then this will appear, this button, and then click that one, and then as you can see, there is only one scale in the list. Now you can add the dimension, the scale that you want. Now as you can see, this is 1:2. 1:1. We already have 1:1. Then add, this is 2:1. We need to add the 2:1 scale. Then okay, it is already been added. Now just click OK, and then as you can see, the text, you can lock this one. The text here is the same as the 1:1 scale. Okay, so that's how you do the scaling of dimension in AutoCAD. So you need to make it annotative. So again, there are other options in doing this, but I believe this is this one is the best or the most convenient one. Now as you can see here, we have standards in the distance from the object line to the dimension line, and to the dimension line to dimension line. We have distance or standard distance that we are going to use, and that, and also even though we don't have standard on that, this does not look good because it is too far, right? So the proportion is not good. So you can edit this one. Just do not edit it. Let's say for example you want to stretch this one, do not stretch that one, because the other one here, the scale 1:1, will be affected. Wala naman din siya napiktuhan, no? That's great. So there are times nga mapiktuhan ni siya. I think sa man nga mga circumstances, there are some circumstances nga if you let's say i-move nilang na ako, pakita na to, move na ako, okay mo ba? So ma-move po tong nasa boss, right? But duha ni siya ka scale ang nadri, so maybe it is better to see here in the model. As you can see, if I hover my mouse, di ba ganiha, there is only one symbol of annotation or annotative symbol. Now there is two. So that means there are multiple annotations in this object, in this dimension. Now if we click this one, as you can see, there is a shadow of a smaller dimension. That is the dimension of 2:1. Okay? Now, as you can see here, this is 1:1. The 1:1 dimension, or the 1:1 scale in the dimension will only be the one that we can edit, because of the settings here nga 1:1 atong dimension. The same pod here in the layout. As you can see, if I click this one, if I adjust this dimension, this is 2:1, this 1:1 dimension will remain. Okay, so naagi po siya shadow. Di na to ma-edit unless we will change the dimension. Let's say for example this one, I will change it to 1:1. Now kato ng 1:1 ang mabilin. So kato nang pwede na tong editon. Kanina pwede. Okay, so don't worry about this. Maybe at first it will be somehow, it's like irritating to the eyes, or pahimutang ninyo in positioning the dimensions. Samok siya, but you will get used to it. Okay, so ando na ako. So that's how you do the dimensions when you scale it. Are there any other thing? Let's say for example this one. So as you can see, I just edit this one. So you can also match prop na lang, say MA, to apply the settings of this one here. Okay, na-apply na siya. But let's say for example you have a lot of dimensions here, so it will be inconvenient for you to click all those or match prop all those dimensions, especially there are a lot of dimensions, most probably there are dimensions that you will not be able to match prop or di na ta makabantay, wala na to na dimensionan. But on check on man pa na, but it will took a while in doing that kung daghan kay dimension. Now what you can do is, let's say for example this is 1:1. Okay, to automatically apply the scale, let's say 2:1, we are using 2:1, to automatically apply the scale, the annotation scale 2:1 here in the dimensions, daghan mang dimensions, sample lang, daghang dimensions, duha lang ni kita mo ato dire, wala man na siya na-applyan. Now what we are going to do, tapad aning or beside the show annotation object, this one, the one that has a symbol of electric or electricity, we must on that one. So as you can see, if we will read this, add scales to annotation object when the annotation scale changes. So if we set, this is 1:1, okay, so if we set this one into 2:1, this has been automatically added with the scale 2:1. Now if we click this one, it is already here in the annotative scale list. Okay, balik ta to ha, nga katong wala pa nato na add ha, di na ko i-add. Now let's go to, let's make this 2:1, so siya na usab. Now if I click this one, as you can see, annotative scale 1:1 yapon siya, wala siya sa list. So you can use this to automatically change all of the dimension scales, or the annotation scales of the dimensions rather. Okay, so 2:1. So that's it, that's how you do it. Now let's say for example 1:2. Mao gyapon. So just edit na lang gid kung dugol na kayo or too far na kayo ang kani sila, just edit na lang. Now nothing will happen here sa 1:1 scale. Now if we change this one into 1:2, this will happen, and then let's say 2:1, this will happen. So don't edit this one, 1:1 lang gining sa model. Okay, so if we click this one, 1:2 na siya, 1:2 sa list. So I think that's it. Na pa ba? Wala na. So I will just give you the instructions regarding the activity that is related to this video discussion. Okay, if there are questions, please do ask me. If we still have face-to-face class, or if we don't have, please ask in the group chat. So it will help us a lot in our project, especially those pareha pag pangutanan ninyo. Okay, so that would be all. I hope you learned something from this one. I hope you can apply this in your drawing, and I hope you can also help especially those drafting students that was under me, who does not or who don't know this thing yet. So I think that would be all. Baba? Naman siguro. So okay, so see you in the next video. Bye.